There's no doubt about it. Paul Skenes is one of the best pitchers in baseball, but there are some red flags being raised by people across baseball at the moment as a reason for his decline this year compared to last season. Not that it's a big decline, because by no means is it a massive decline. Still one of the best pitchers in baseball, but his velocity's crept down a hair, and the results so far aren't as legit as they were last year. He's still averaging like 6, 7 innings every start, 1 or 2 runs allowed, but he did have one outing where he got hit around a little bit. Usually, you don't expect that out of Paul Skenes because you're dealing with greatness, not your just run of the mill MLB caliber pitcher. So basically, it's gotten Twitter going like crazy. People are all freaking out. Oh, it's his mechanics. His mechanics are all messed up, everything like that. We're going to look at his mechanics today and sort of talk about that, but I think there's a bigger thing that's at hand that the average like baseball journalist can't really understand because they don't play. And I feel like I'm in a position where I could talk about this a little bit because I think a big piece of it has to do with adrenaline. Now, adrenaline obviously is something that a lot of people can think about, but unless you're like competing in big environments, you don't really understand adrenaline like that because I mean, it's just very uncommon in your day-to-day life in a normal average lifestyle where you're in these positions where pressure is constantly there. Like pressure is a privilege, and there's a reason that that saying is a thing. So adrenaline only really comes out in those pressure cooker situations and in situations where you feel like you need to prove yourself. And I think that's a big reason for his velo decline. You can analyze the mechanics all you want, but mechanics can change based on adrenaline, based on what you feel like is necessary to get the job done. And I think he just feels like his, whether that's subconscious or he just decided to tone it back to keep himself healthy. I think he just subconsciously or literally decided, you know what, I'm just going to take a step off the gas. The best pitchers in baseball all sit 96, 98, and that's really all I need to do. It's more important I'm on the field than sitting 100 to 102, and that's what I'm going to do. And realistically, like, I know people get dialed in to hit 100 plus all the time. You don't need it. You definitely need it as a reliever to come in and be something a little even better than the starters were. But as a starter, you don't need to be sitting 100 plus. I mean, it's just not as sustainable. And sitting high 90s with a crazy good pitch mix, I mean, he's throwing 6 different pitches right now. That's going to get the job done. So I want to break it down. I think the big thing is you go back to LSU. Obviously, at LSU, he has something to prove. And that sort of just gives you this day to day adrenaline of like, I got something to prove. I'm going to be a big leaguer. I need to make it known. And that comes with adrenaline. Like you just have adrenaline you don't even realize you have. And it's like always firing day to day. And that can influence mechanics. That can influence mindset. That can influence a whole bunch of things. And I'm not saying he's not hungry right now because he most definitely is still very hungry. But he doesn't have to prove it. So picking up where we left off, I had to go get the door. Basically, what happened was, in LSU, obviously he has something to prove. He wants to be a first-round draft pick. He's got a lot of money to make. This is going to make his livelihood. So obviously there's some pressure there. There's adrenaline on a day-to-day basis. And when he goes and throws like this, it made perfect sense, being 6'6", 250 pounds with efficient mechanics, that he's going to throw like 99 on average in top 102. So he did that. Those were his mechanics then. Obviously, 102, as you saw at the World Series, where he ends up winning it all. And then last year, it's his rookie season. He's got a lot to prove. And another example, like leading into his fresh or rookie campaign, he's averaging 100 102 in his like spring breakout, spring training games. Like he's just got a lot more adrenaline. He's got a lot of, I got to prove to these guys that I'm worthy type energy. Where now, I mean, he won the NL Rookie of the Year. What more does he need to prove? Now he's just got to go out there and put up numbers. And I don't blame him. Subconsciously, what's the point of throwing 102 if you are risking injury because the physical body can only take so much? And if you can just cruise at 93, 96, just do it. It's a way better move. I mean, he made his presence very well known, and now it's just cake. So, like, people were talking about, his mechanics, they're all different. It's changed. It looks funky. But in my personal opinion, if he can just get 93, 96, really improve his arsenal, I'm not 93, 96, 97, 100, 90, 96, 98 on a bad day, he's going to be just fine. I don't think anybody should be too concerned about his velocity because, yeah, your mechanics might change a little bit. Like, maybe he's not sitting as much into his back hip or something, but, like, if he can just flick 98 in there all the time, who really cares? He's got 5 pitches now. He used to have 1 or 2 when he was pitching in the College World Series. He's maturing as a pitcher every year, year-to-year basis. I don't think there's really much cause for concern because overall it seems like he's on the upward trajectory, and there's really no reason that you don't see him being a contender for the Cy Young Award on a year-to-year basis and definitely a perennial all-star for a long time to come. I mean, he's a power pitcher that comes along every like once in 20 years, and it doesn't get much better. So I think the people that are saying, Skenes is on a downward slope because his velocity went down, I don't think that really matters when he added 2 new pitches and is throwing lights out as it is. So that's my opinion. I think the mechanical things, mechanics are definitely a factor, but at the same time, a lot of subconscious things can impact mechanics, and if he's not focused on trying to throw 100 plus every time, he's not necessarily going to get in mechanical positions that will allow him to do that. The body's always been very good at finding the most efficient path to achieve whatever that output is necessary to get results, and I think his body is either he toned it back himself or subconsciously he decided that his body doesn't need to be any harder than 98 to throw strikes, get outs at a very high clip in the major league level. And I think there's some very good truth to that. So that's going to wrap this one up. Just a player's perspective on what I see in terms of Paul Skenes' velocity decrease, even though I think overall he's doing the same old, pretty much what he always has done. It's just maybe that a little bit of a, I got to prove to the world that I'm worthy. Adrenaline might have wore off a little bit. So he's in a sophomore campaign. He's going to be a contender for Cy Young. I don't know if he's going to win it because Hunter Green and Yoshinobu Yamamoto are looking really, really, really good right now. But that's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Thank you for watching. And we are on a mission to reach 100,000 subscribers before 2026. I will keep uploading every single day until we make that happen. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.